What's up, my marketeers? We have just finished. You should be finishing. I guess week 3 is due tomorrow. So everything through 1.04, not your serial project, is due tomorrow. Let's talk about those serial projects. Don't let that, don't procrastinate. Let's look at the big 3 down here, the serial project. Let's review that for just a minute. Okay, so the first part, you have to click on this button, and it gives you the questions. You make a copy, and you need to fill out this sheet. This is worth 50 points because it's the marketing plan itself. Okay, this is worth 50 points. So you fill out all this great information about your great cereal. And then you create your cereal box. I've already got a couple of cereal box turned in. Some of you must be excited about that because you did that first, which is awesome. I've had a couple people do it by hand. I've had people do it on the computer. They're awesome designs. And this is 25 points. And so you're going to create your cereal box. And then your commercial. I haven't had any commercials turned in yet. Well, I think I had one. It was a script. But I hadn't had a lot turned in. So I'm excited to see your commercials and how good you can be with those. Remember, that's worth 25 points for a total of 100 points on this project. Here's some examples you can go by and use these examples. That is due the 25th. But everything else through 1.04 is due tomorrow. So then, let's look at, remember last week I told you I added this weekly assignment sheets to kind of help you. So for the next week, due February 18th, I'll get it out in a minute. It's Sunday, y'all. 1.05 and 2.01. So you're going to finish up Unit 1 in this week. You're going to do 1.05, the Unit 1 test, and then do 2.01. So we're going to dive into customer relations, which is Unit 2. This, remember, is a breakdown to try and help you, ease you through the process of these, how to break it down by days. So there's that. 1.05 is foundational knowledge. And you are going to be looking at the concept of marketing identification and marketing information. Now, in this 1.05, you have a really cool activity, but it does take a little bit of time. Now, this is observational research assignment. We're talking about marketing information management. What marketing information managers do is they research and they observe customers and they figure out what their likes and dislikes are. So what I'm asking you to do is identify a goal. Make it simple. Don't make it hard. Make it something you can do, during the week. So I've given you some ideas. The amount of traffic that goes by during a certain time period, the number of people that buy a sale item, or you can do, you can watch TV for an hour and talk about the commercials that showed during that 1 hour. So while you're watching, let's say we do the TV one because that one seems to be the easiest to do. While we are doing our TV ad or TV hour, you're going to watch the commercials and you're going to take notes at who are the commercials targeting, what channel you were watching, who was the show fit for, like were you watching an adult show, a children's show, a reality show, who was the target market of the audience of the show, and did the commercials fit that same audience? So you're going to take notes during that, and then you're going to write a 3/4 page essay. This goes in your graduation portfolio. So that is an easy way to get something in your graduation portfolio. So your goal, what was your goal? To find out what kind of commercials were shown during, I don't know what you guys watch. This Is Us. What kind of commercials were shown? Why do you think they chose those commercials? Who were the commercials targeting? Did it match the target market of the TV show? And so you kind of just put it all together and write 3/4 of a page essay on what you observed. I did have one student one time who decided she didn't want to watch TV. She went to Walmart at 2 different times in the same week, and at one time she was there for an hour, 5 to 6, and she sat at the exit and wrote the types of people that came out of Walmart and how much it looked like they had bought, like how big was their buggy. Then she went on like a Saturday morning early and did the same thing, and then she compared the two and what types of customers and how much they were buying at 2 different settings, so she had 2 variables there. You can do anything like that, and what might have changed, why might your variables be different? So that's a pretty big deal. You need to make sure you don't procrastinate on that. Then we have to talk about invading our privacy. So let's talk about privacy. Marketing information management is where we keep up with what our customers are buying. So, for example, all these little loyalty cards, like you have them at Walgreens, at Lowe's, at Food Line. You know, everybody's like, oh, if I have my loyalty card, I get a deal. Well, do you know what those cards are doing? Every time you scan them, it compiles a list of what you bought and compares your repetitiveness in buying. And that way, those places know what the bulk of their customers are buying. That's what those whole things are for. And it's a way for marketers to get information on what you're buying, what to put at the counter in front of you for that quick, hey, I need this too, you know. So it's a way to track what you buy. I don't know if that bothers you or not. Do you feel that it's ethical? If you've ever noticed, if you go on Google and you Google something, and you have an Instagram or a Facebook, and they have little advertisements on them, like if I was to Google red sweaters, or a specific store, let's say LL Bean, the next time I'm on Facebook, 9 times out of 10, there's going to be an LL Bean advertisement because of the cookies on the websites that are following what I'm looking. Google sells my information to the social media outlets so that these places can advertise directly to me. Now, if I open my Facebook and my father opens his Facebook, he's going to have a totally different set of advertisements. Does that bother you? What types of customer information is being gathered as you search the web or use these loyalty cards or whatever? Credit cards do the same thing. So, invading my privacy. Is it an invasion of privacy? How do you feel about that? And then we will finish up with 1.05 with the quiz. Then we have, my computer's slow, your Unit 1 test. You'll need to take it. You'll need to go back. You can go back and look at all your quizzes from 101 to 105. And then we start Customer Relations Unit 2. And this week you're going to do 2.01 only. And it tells you everything you're going to do right here. Your glossary, your notes. There's a couple of videos that go over some really good points about features and benefits, making sure you understand features and benefits. You're going to read these 3 articles, and you're going to discuss the following points in this discussion, and then you have an assignment. Suggestive selling, it's a worksheet. So what is suggestive selling? So if I'm a cashier at McDonald's and somebody orders a 10-piece chicken nugget, I can use suggestive selling and say, would you like fries with that? Or if I work in a shoe store and a man buys a pair of leather work boots, I might suggest you really probably want to buy some of our wonderful weather protector for your leather protector. Sorry. My dog's hear something. And then you have your 2.01 quiz. So, suggestive selling, that's what that is. And then it says you go to the 202 page. Okay, so, Now, just as a reminder, I've set up this graduation portfolio projects that you can use, and I'm working on that. So far, let me go to here, because this is what I'm going to put in there. So far, you have done the 1.02 Career Research Project. Remember, it can only go in one of these spots. I don't care which one. You pick where you need it. The 104 Serial Project, all 3 parts, can go in several places. And then we're going to add the 105 Observational Research Project can go in these 2 pages. You just pick one page. If you have an empty page and I don't have it put there, if you'll contact me, we can make it fit there. And I have for you over here, I have some reflections that you can use to copy. So again, I hope you guys have a great week. If you have any questions, hit me up on the remind. Some of you are really good about that. Remember, I can see your analytics, so I know how much time you're spending online. So if you're getting behind, you may want to be a little more careful with that. Also, the 3 truths and a lie. You don't get a grade until you tell us what the truth is. So go to the grade book and click on 3 truths and a lie and tell us what the truth is so you can get a grade for that. And I'm going to start using the backslash. Backslash says you need to get this done, you're missing this assignment, and just to kind of remind you. So if you have any questions, let me know, and I will see you guys next Sunday.